objected to try and run it.
Every 2 minutes you think now it's going to be a goal.
Hello guys, welcome back. It's more on Classic_My United, and it's a devastating weekend just as last weekend. We lost to Brighton by 2-1, and we've lost to Liverpool by 3-2 at Old Trafford. Personally, if you ask me, I feel like nothing has changed at Old Trafford. Like, the team seems like the same. It seems like we continue from where we ended last season. We've lost 2 games out of 3 games of the season already. A lot needs to be done. We've had a couple of signings coming, but like, I haven't seen any improvements. I haven't seen any changes. We considered 2 or 3 goals today because of some petty mistakes from Casemiro and some couple of players. Like, a lot needs to be done. I don't want to point fingers at Erik ten Hag because, like, yeah, we are tired of like changing managers. We want to stick with Erik ten Hag. I personally want to stick with Erik ten Hag. I want Erik ten Hag to be successful at United, but a lot of work needs to be done. We just have to like forget this season. Like, even top 4, I don't know. It's too early to even write us out of top 4, but like I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm really disappointed, really disappointed. I'm just gonna be here, have some conversation with some of the fans, and just listen to their opinions, what they have to say about today's game and like about our season already. Tell me about today's game. We lost to Liverpool by 3 goals.
Embarrassing. Casemiro, Rashford, Ten Hag. Get them all out.
So do you think like we're gonna finish 8th like last season, or we might get top 4?
Probably worse. Probably worse. If he keeps starting Rashford and Casemiro, probably worse.
I'm so devastated. Like, we lost to Brighton last weekend, and then we lost to Liverpool 3-0 at Old Trafford.
Brutal.
I don't even know what to say. Like, I don't even know what to ask.
Embarrassing, mate. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, it's very disappointing.
And who is to be blamed for this? Is it the players or the management, or like any of us?
Ten Hag in my eyes. I love Ten Hag, but why he plays Rashford over Hamad, I don't get it. Rashford's done. He's done. Very disappointed, but it's up to the manager now. Rashford needs a bench, needs a bit of time out.
So is there a way like to turn around things? Like, can we get back after an international break?
Maybe, but Ten Hag needs to look at himself and listen. Every United fan, proper United fans, have been with Ten Hag as thing. He took Bruno off against Brighton, and now he keeps playing Rashford over him, and that's just my honest opinion. And we spend a lot of money. We work hard with him coming over, but come here, some of his decision making thing.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Honestly, there's nothing more embarrassing or disgraceful than losing that much by playing that bad against Liverpool. Casemiro should never play for this football club again. Marcus Rashford should be sold in January and should never play until the end of the season. Amad Diallo should never have been dropped. Joshua Zirkzee should have had 3. No, honestly, horrible. From what we had before to what we have now is completely different. And Casemiro, I can't get over him.
But what's the difference between like Liverpool and United? Because Ancelotti just took up he took over a team from Jurgen Klopp, and it seems like he's getting things under control because they've won 3 games out of 3, and we've lost 2 out of 3.
Arne Slot has got them players riled up for the season. He's got them ready. Liverpool can finish.
But they've only signed 1 player.
I know what they don't need players. Look at the team they have, and look we on the bench. We had Diallo. There's no other player on that bench that can come on and change the game for us today. There was no one else. Ericsson, Anthony, they're dead weight.
So do you think if Erik ten Hag had the Liverpool team, he would have been able to be United by 3 goals to 0?
I like Ten Hag. 2 seasons, 2 trophies. I like Ten Hag, but see at the minute. And see the way the team are playing. It's more the players on the manager, I think. It's been the case like that since Mourinho. It's been players, not manager. So look at all the players that have left. Jadon Sancho, he's so happy he's left. That's a virus in the club, so he is. And them types of players, Pogba, Sancho, all them boys, viruses in the club that need to be gone. So Marcus Rashford's turned into one, so he is, and he needs gone. Miss him out as well. I don't know why behind them when he keeps getting injured every single week, every day of the week.
And we still got Anthony in the squad.
Anthony needs to go as well, but we won't get 5 million for Anthony. He's a fidget spinner. Nothing used. Casemiro, he'll go for free as well. I'll pay a club to take Casemiro off us.
To be honest, I'm past blaming the players because it doesn't seem to matter who we buy. It always spews out results like this, and I'm honestly gutted by that because the way we started the game, we looked the first 10-15 minutes like we had intent, but then you give away a goal like that, like we did against Brighton, and it's just we go back to square one. And to be honest,
So who is to be blamed for this kind of performance? The manager or the players?
Well, we've got to look at Ten Hag now because he's had 2 years. It's into his third year now. We're making the same mistakes constantly every single week. And part of a manager, surely as a manager, you're looking at things, goals we concede, and you're thinking to yourself, how can I rectify that? Okay, you bring in De Ligt. He plays pretty well today, although we conceded 3. But it's the players as well, because you have to look at Casemiro making mistakes again. But I don't want to single him out because Rashford wasn't good enough. Bruno wasn't good enough. You name the whole team. You know, they weren't good enough, and it is a combination of both. But it also is, and I'll say this: as much as we give Liverpool stick about everything, that shows the gulf in class between the two. Liverpool have taken the last 5 or 6 years, and they have been on top of their game. They've won 1 league title, but look at where to put them, and they look like they could challenge again within a younger year.
We signed a lot of players in this transfer.
Absolutely.
We signed a lot of players.
Yeah, we signed how many? 5 players.
5, 6 players. Yeah.
And
we
yet,
have Lenny Euro. We have what's the name? De Ligt. We have Mazraoui.
Yeah.
We have Joshua Zesgi, and then we have Manuel Ugarte to come in as well. 5.
There's another one. For as well as Mazraoui does, like we saw Wan-Bissaka, but is Mazraoui any better than Wan-Bissaka? He's not going to elevate us. He's not going to elevate us to get to where Liverpool are, which is they could potentially challenge for another league title if Arsenal or City slip up. And it's ridiculous because I'm tired of it, to be honest. And you look at everyone coming out of the ground, it's the same every single week. And you just have to wonder what's the point. Even if we get Champions League football,
we should be grateful.
We'll go out anyway.
Okay. Just give me the light.
Oh no, I'm too sad. I'm too sad with the light, bro. Right now, I wish I could sing, bro. I'm disappointed, man. My team lost today. We lost today. You know, we didn't do what we needed to do. And it's concerning. It's concerning hours, you know. We need to do better. We're not doing better.
Yeah. So who's to blame for the performance? Because it's been, for me personally, it's like we continue to do what we did last season.
Same as last season.
Who's to blame for what happened last season and what is happening now? Because we've lost 2 out of 3 already.
2 out of 3. I would say the person to blame was a few. You have to. Ten Hag is going to be in there. Has to be. Can't leave him out. Ten Hag can be blamed. Casemiro, same Casemiro from last season. Rashford, same Rashford of last season. And I don't know. We're just fundamentally broken. You know, as a team. Because right now we say who's to blame. You could pass it around the bucket and say, well, there's a lot of people to blame. The fact that we've kind of finished the window and we've only at the moment because Ugarte's not ready yet, but then we only have Casemiro. But then we stopped playing Casemiro in the most important game of last season in the final. That lets you know that Casemiro was never part of our plans. But we forced him into it and he's still playing today in our biggest game of the season.
So do you think sending Scott McTominay like bad decision by any of us?
No, because we have to try and move forward, but then the question is, are we moving forward to only take 2 steps back? You know, Scott, we lost with Scott's team. We lost 5, 6, 7 0.
When we were losing in the midfield, we lost in the midfield. No one was on the bench.
Well, we bought on Collier today. I thought he was decent. I thought it was okay. I think Man United, what the harshest thing is, you can see with the new manager, Arne Slot. He's been there for 3 games?
3 games, yeah.
And they know how to pass.
And he's won all the 3 games.
He's won all the 3 games. They know how to pass. They play differently to a club side, but it's clear. I think that's the one thing for us is I don't know what we're doing really. So that's what you say. That's on the manager, right? How do we take 3 seasons to learn how to pass each other?
So if after the chance to win one competition, we can have what we have message to be, what we tell him?
Figure it out. That's it. It's simple as that. Figure it out. No, because what he has bought us is I can't deny that he has bought 2 champions and we don't know why we got here. But at the same time, we can't just be a cup slide. We have to be consistent in the Premier League. Premier League's the bread and butter. And right now, there's no bread, there's no butter. You know what I mean? It's just we have to do better than this. So if I was talking to Ten Hag right now, I'll say, listen, after this international break, Rashford, take him out the team. Rashford out the team. Start going at Chelsea like Ahmed. Rashford off the bench. Midfield, get Casemiro out of the team. Can't play again. It's got to be. It's either Collier and Ugarte, and then the rest you got to figure out for yourself. But yeah, we have to be better than that.
So I used 100% in our game because before I came in, I spoke to a couple of fans and majority are like Ten Hag out.
No, I wouldn't say Ten Hag out now. But then again, I don't think if the results continue, or they're gonna make a decision anyway. I don't think I'm like I don't really call for Ten Hag's head, but then Ten Hag is definitely getting sidelined for sure. But there's 3 games into the season. There's no excuses for this, to be honest. So it's just like, but it'll be too soon. Right now, it's too soon to say sack the manager. But then at the same time, the manager has to start to deliver the show.
So if you have the chance, like, to bring one more player in case like the transfer window is not to bring one more player in, who will we bring in?
Right now, the only person I could bring in is Rabiot, innit? Because it's free. That's the only thing I could bring in. We need something in midfield. Yeah, because even Bro Kobe today, bless him, I love him, but he's struggling today.
Because he was doing all of the
But he's holding to the ball for too long as well. He's holding to the ball for too long. Then Bruno gets into the Bruno style, just typical Man United. It's like, I've seen this. I know this. I know this song. I know the dance.
like last season.
Yeah. So like, it's just what it is.
When you press it to your delight, just give me the light.
I was happy. I loved it, but then it's like, imagine that feels like such a long time ago. And it's the same season. We just bought in, didn't it? And like some of the calls today, man. I just and the Lillard's alright today. He was alright.
Yeah, he was alright.
I thought Delors was probably our best player today.
And do you think Mazraoui is an upgrade of Wan-Bissaka?
It's cool. Because we've lost the last 2 games, you can't write home about anything yet. Until we start winning, that's when we can get excited. But Man United, anyone is not good enough. So it will be. It's going to get to a point when the eyes are going to be focused on the manager at some point. But maybe now it's too late.
Bad performance. Ten Hag against Liverpool has not been bad at Old Trafford. I think we won in his first game and then we drew in his last game.
The last time we lost to Liverpool at Old Trafford was in 2021 and we lost by 4 goals to 5.
Can I just say that this game today could have been more than 3?
Yeah, I agree.
And a lot of it was individual errors. Manchester United were giving them chances. And for me, that you're a professional footballer. You shouldn't be doing stuff like that.
Yeah, so before, I'm just going to ask you, are you still Ten Hag in or Ten Hag out?
I'm not Ten Hag in and I'm not Ten Hag out. For me, he hasn't won me over. But I don't have like, for me, I don't hate him and I don't love him. But you know that's funny because you see a lot of football fans like other clubs who love their manager.
Yeah.
United fans don't. I don't think they feel like that about Ten Hag. And for me, it's not about Ten Hag in and Ten Hag out. For me, it needs to be about better football. 100%. For me, Casemiro today.
So do you think like selling Scott McTominay to Napoli was a bad decision?
I think it was a decision they had to make. I think when Ineos come in trying to make money of selling people, you have to sell the people that are most profitable.
But we still got Anthony in the squad.
But Anthony, who's going to buy him? People are always talking about we need to sell this. Who's going to buy him?
We should just sell him. We sell him back to Ajax.
Ajax ain't going to buy him. Ajax they got their 100 million euros. They're happy with it.
That's quite low.
But for me, Scott McTominay, I don't think anyone would have made a difference today. Ugarte, I don't think, like, it was just a bad performance. It was just a really bad performance. And Amad Diallo, he should start. Nacho should not have been taken off. Rashford should have come off. Zirkzee didn't really get into the game. Mateus he's really good. Mazraoui, amazing.
So after international break, if you're to start like a starting 11 between Amad Diallo, Garnacho and Rashford, who you start out of the 3? You have to start 2.
I'm starting Amad and Garnacho. I think that's a no-brainer.
You're going to leave Rashford on the bench?
Yeah. But if you're not performing, why should you start? I think that should be the rule for everyone.
Yeah.
But today, Casemiro caused two goals.
Yeah.
He got taken off at half time. Ten Hag should have took him off after the second goal.
But the problem is, if he took him off, no one was there to replace him. He brought Toby Collier on back.
He's an academy kid, but do you know that's embarrassing for you as a senior player to get taken off for an academy player at half time against Liverpool at Old Trafford?
He needs to be sold, like, Casemiro, like, has to be gone.
Yeah, he has to be gone, but he needs to get better.
And then Sancho going to, like, Chelsea, was it a good decision by Ineos to let Sancho go to Chelsea? He could have gone to, like, outside the league. Outside the Premier League.
We were having this argument on the transfer deadline day. I was saying I would prefer for him to go elsewhere. See, I don't want to see him in the Premier League, but at Chelsea he might do well. If he does well, then it's useful for Man United if they get the 25 million for him, which is a very cheap price.
So the idea of bringing the Ramsdale into Old Trafford, was it a good idea? Like, even though it didn't work out, but was it a good idea?
Bro, I don't know. Arsenal didn't even pay a loan fee for him. But if Man United were going to get him, they'd probably say that we have to pay 10 million for a loan fee for him. So I don't know. For depth, Raheem Sterling is, a winner. But I don't think United fans would have wanted someone that's played for City.
So if you're to rate like United, where do you think we might finish from the table this season?
Well, where I want us to finish, I want us to finish third. But where we might finish based on the performance today and last week, only God knows.
Well, before I let you go, I'm just going to ask you, with Sean Dyche of Everton, they've lost all of their first 3 games, and Eric Ten Hag, who's under more pressure?
Brother, come on.
Sean Dyche is under like
Sean Dyche is under big pressure, but that's because Everton also have financial problems as well. They're building the new stadium as well in Liverpool. I think there's pressure on Sean Dyche, but listen, the job at Manchester United is not an easy one. Eyes are on you all the time. Even if United drew today, the pressure would be on Ten Hag. So the pressure's always on Ten Hag. He has to deliver.
Today's game was, I guess, really shocking. Not really nice. First time at Wiki for me. Wasn't from Melbourne. Kind of mixed feelings. I think at the start it was looking good, but I think we lost after that first mistake. We just lost our heads, and the players didn't look up for it. I think the only two players that probably looked after the game was Delete and when he came up. And I'm still surprised, like, why I'm not start. I think he should have started easily.
Yeah, so saying that a lot of fans, like I've spoken to a lot of fans, most of the people are pointing fingers to Eric Ten Hag. Do you think Eric Ten Hag is to be blamed for the performance of the past?
I think for him, I mean, the manager is to be blamed in terms of not starting Ahmad, and in terms of midfield, I mean, Casemiro, there was no other choice on the bench. So I don't think it's really all about the manager. I think it's more about the players. The players didn't look up for the occasion. I felt like we were not at Old Trafford, we were at Anfield. United were playing like they were away, and Liverpool were playing like they were at home. I think they pulled the sting out of the game after 10 minutes. We're looking really good after the first 10 minutes, but yeah, I think it's I put it maybe 80% on the players. They didn't look up for it.
So if you have the chance to have one-on-one conversation with Eric Ten Hag, what will your message be to Eric Ten Hag?
Try. I mean, at the moment you can't really put the blame on the manager or suggest anything, right? I guess it's more like stick to Ahmad. I think he's performing well, give him the confidence. And I think Rashford probably needs to be set down for a couple of games to get his head straight. He didn't look up for the game today. Garnacho didn't look up for the game today, so I think it's time. He has to look at Ahmad dominantly, and maybe the other side he can look at someone else.
Yeah, so even though we have Manuel Ugarte like coming in the next few games, do you think letting Scott McTominay go was a bad decision?
I think letting go Scott McTominay and Sancho was a bad decision. I think Sancho today would have done well, but then again, it's the player and the manager, right? And McTominay, I understand why they had to let him go. It's not a popular decision. I don't think he should have gone. But to get Ugarte in, I think we needed to let him go. So it's mixed feelings, like I said. So I'm hoping that Ugarte is the answer to our problems, and then puts Casemiro on the bench, and Casemiro can come off. So he can come on, yeah.
So you think like Ineos are getting everything like on point, like 100% Ineos are getting everything?
I think they have an idea. They have the kind of play that they want to do, the kind of players that they want, which is looking good. Now it's up to the manager and some of the older players to sort of step up and actually prove it. Otherwise, I don't think many of these players like Rashford and Casemiro, they will be around.
Yeah, so I remember I said in Ratcliffe, like in his first interview, he said like, okay, they are going to be taking the style of play that the manager is going to play. Have you seen any style of play?
Today I didn't see any style of play, to be honest. I was watching the game live for the first time. You couldn't really see much, and the final pass was also off the charts. So at the moment, today, if you ask me, I don't think I saw much that I would be confident about going forward. But I think it's going to be another roller coaster of the season unless the players step up and the manager step up.
Tell me about today, like I have a devastating weekend, just like last weekend. 2-1 to Brighton, 3-0 to Liverpool at Old Trafford. What do you have to say?
I mean, what is there to say? It's literally rinse and repeat of last year, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you took any game last season and brought it here, is there any difference?
It's going to fit in. Personally, when I was watching the game, I was feeling like a continuation of last season.
I mean, the FA Cup covered a lot of things for him. It was a good game against Man City, but here we are, 200 million spent. He's had the players he wants to leave out. He's got the players he's wanted. A lot of that team is his now. Zirkzee, Lig, Nana, Mazraoui, Anthony, Martinez. A lot of players are his. Like, he's put up a shot. I'm not going to call for his head or anything like that because it's pointless. I said at the start of the season that Champions League football next season is the bare minimum. And that's either top 4 or the Europa League. But I want to hear all the excuses that we had last year. It was injuries, or it was the stadium, or it was this, or it was that. Arne Slot's come in after 3 games. And they have
9 points.
Well, they have 9 points. They have a system.
Solid team, and he's only done one signing.
And you drop drop the player of the month for what?
So do you think like Eric Ten Hag's bad decision is costing us? Because last week against Brighton he did the same decision, taking Bruno Fernandes off.
What, I mean, like, what's there to say about what is there to say about this manager now? What is there to say? It's the same thing. Player of the month's not good enough to play. He comes in with 15 minutes to go and what? He's our best player. Two crosses in straight away. Zirkzee, that's a poor start. That's such a poor start. And the less said about Casemiro, the better. Casemiro was wearing red, but I'm pretty sure the Liverpool bird was on there.
No, his legs is gone. So do you think letting Scott McTominay go was a bad decision by Ineos?
What in that midfield? What would he have done? He can't take the ball. He can't take the ball in half turn. I mean, Gravenberch, a Liverpool player that has been slated by Liverpool fans. He looked prime there. Like, took the ball in the half turn, controlled, devastated. Everything, rinse and repeat.
So what do you think? Like, because I remember when Sergio Ratcliffe spoke about United, he said like they're gonna detect the style of play from Man United. Have you seen that style of play in 3 games? Like, have you seen any difference from last season?
I've said no, but at the end of the day, this is the man they backed, this is the man they picked. The FA Cup saved him, and here we are. I think after 3 games, we had a worse start than we did.
Yeah. And even with Fulham, like, I think we got away with Fulham because like here.
Oh yeah, that was a basketball game for 20 minutes.
Nah, it wasn't impressive.
It's literally rinse and repeat of last year. It's not even. I'm not even angry or disappointed. Like that. It's
like continue where we ended last season.
It is what it is. But yeah, no. Yes. 2 weeks. I'm glad we got 2 weeks off. And see what happens to Southampton.
Yeah, I hope so as well.
Thank you very much. No, I appreciate it. Thank you. Safe journey, buddy.
Thank you so much.